Good morning, good morning. How are you doing? Happy Friday, or if you're watching this on a different day, happy whatever day it is for you. Welcome to the Keto Mom page. My name is Stephanie, and we are going to talk about the power of choice. So choices, and then really knowing what to do next, like your next step. If you know me at all, and I kind of joked in the header of this video, I said, have I told you to read a book lately? Hello. I'm probably going to tell you to read a book every single day. But I'm going to talk about two different books. Here's what I'm going to talk about really in general. The power of choice and taking action. And every single book that I have been reading lately, the theme has been doing something, taking action. And so I want you to know, probably 95% of you that are here, you are here for fat loss. You are here to change your health and fitness. You are probably here to feel better, right? And so I want you to know one phrase, just one thing as you're going throughout your day, as you are gathering knowledge and information, as you are learning and growing, is the word action. It's taking things that you've learned one little wisdom nugget at a time and taking action. And so as you're tuning in, where are you tuning in from? And a part of your journey and a part of just your every single day should be taking action in the morning and saying one thing that you're thankful for. Because if you can get your mindset right, if you can get yourself on the right track to think positive and filling up your own cup, you are going to find yourself making better choices every single day. So as you're tuning in, I want you to tell me one thing you're thankful for. This is taking action. Because when you write it down, it also gets in here and it gets in here. And so I want you to write it down. Share with me. What are you thankful for? I am thankful for the Keto Mom community. I am thankful that I get to come on here and hopefully inspire you to take action. I'm thankful that it's not snowing. I am thankful that I've got healthy children. I'm thankful that I'm looking up at one of them. I'm just thankful. I had a really incredible day yesterday, and I'm just thankful. So here's what I want to talk to you about real quick. I've got a couple little sayings. I'm going to read to you. Two of the books that I've just recently read was The Traveler's Summit, and this is the second book to, if you have not read this book, which, by the way, who would be interested in a book club? I know this sounds crazy. You're like, I'm on a keto page. I need you to know something. I'm going to tell you to work on things like intermittent fasting, right? I'm going to say, hey, work on intermittent fasting. It's super great to rest your body in the morning and work on making better food choices. I'm going to say, work on drinking more water. You're going to hear me give you tips like the tip is to flip over your food and just check how many carbs and sugar are in it, right? I'm going to say things like, hey, buns off the burgers, croutons off the salad, grab a lettuce wrap. Let's make better choices one day at a time. I'm going to say drink ketones. I'm going to say make sure you grab your electrolytes. If you are not grabbing these little nuggets and putting them into place and taking action, and you're just learning and learning and learning, but you're not doing, then it's not going to work, right? And if this is not right, nothing else is going to work. Hey, Annie, Lysa. Hold on one second. Take the dogs out to go potty, please. Everybody just woke up. I have 4 daughters, 4 dogs. We homeschool. It's always loud here. So welcome to the page. So here's what I want to talk to you about today. I'm going to do a book club. What that means is I'm going to put together a packet of, I've got a whole bunch of books. We're going to choose a book. I've got a book, a water bottle. It's going to come with 5 packets of ketones. I'm going to put it together. We're going to start in May. I think the number one thing to get people on track is if I can get this right for you and help you understand how your mindset is so important for your health, you are going to find yourself growing faster, making better choices, sticking with it, creating a lifestyle. And if you don't, and if you can't be thankful and you can't get your mindset right and you're not willing to learn and grow, then you're just going to create this cycle of like, oh, it's not me, it's everybody else, the victim mentality. You blame, shame, and justify it's somebody else's problem why I'm here today. So we're going to start with ownership and discipline. There's a fly. Ownership and discipline of your own health. Doesn't matter what happened in the past, today is today, and we're going to move forward. So if you have not read this book, this will probably be part of the book club. I just need to make sure I order enough. This is great. I'm talking about this book today. It was like the sequel to that book. So, and then I also have the book called The Last Choice. They all have the same author. The author is Andy Andrews. And here's a couple things that he said in the book, The Lost Choice. I'm sorry. And I'm going to read a couple things to you, talk about it, and then we're going to have a great day. So, your character is determined by the choices that you make. At some point, a person must actually do something. You have to make a choice. You've got to do something. If you've learned from me that you should drink more water, are you drinking more water? Or are you making a decision to drink more water? If you have been watching anybody in the keto space, and we have said, hey, get rid of the bread, the pasta, potatoes, take the buns off the burgers, have you done it? So my question to you is, if you've heard me say, take the bun off the burger 150 times and you have not done it, why have you not made the choice? If you were here to eat better, if you were here to eat low carb, why have you not made the choice to take the bun off the burger? If you have heard us say, like, hey, let's work on intermittent fasting, or let's work on resting your body, or let's work on only eating when you're hungry, right? I know it's a conscious decision, but are you making those decisions and those choices? Your choices are going to make or break you, right? No blaming anybody else. There should be no blame, shame, or justify. Those are the three things that people easily look like, it's not my fault. Nope, it's the way I was grown up. It was the way I was taught. No more. We're all adults, which means we have to decide and make the choices that's best for our life right now, which means you have to own your choices, right? Okay. Things inspire. When one is inspired, they should be moved to take action. Only action will change your life. It is taking the things that you know and putting it into action one day at a time. Action, action, action. You should write it on Post-it notes. Write little things that if you're like, oh, I forget. Write down things like, I have to take action. On your refrigerator, write down the words, am I hungry? Put it on a little sticky note and put it on your refrigerator. The things that you are learning, you need to set yourself an alarm clock every single day. I have to remind myself to get up in the morning. I have little alarms set in my phone to drink water, to work out, to fill out some of the apps that I'm filling out. Like, I have to remind myself for it to ding for me to create a habit. And so if you're like, I just keep forgetting, find reminders, whether it's a little sticky note on your fridge, on your car steering wheel that says, don't go through the drive-thru, on your mirror that says you are worth it. What is your why? And today you're going to choose great. You're going to make better choices, right? Whatever it is that's going to keep you moving forward, you've got to have reminders in front of you, or dinging your phone every hour to drink more water, to be thankful, to make the best choice around lunchtime, all of those things. Okay, the last thing, make things happen. Don't play defense in your life. Play offense, right? Today is a day to play offense. Today's the day to make, I'm not going to play defense. I'm not going to blame everybody else. I'm not going to wait until I reach rock bottom before I have to get up and move. I'm going to play offense, which means I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I'm going to take the action to move forward every single day. Is this making sense? The power of your mind is going to ultimately decide how all of this looks and how you feel. Does this make sense? I'd love to know. Where are you tuning in from? And if you just hopped on, I said earlier, what are you thankful for? So post one thing you're thankful for below. So lastly, all of the books that he writes, so Andy Andrews is incredible. These are some of the books we're going to go through in our book study. They all have to do with making decisions. Right now I'm reading the 7 Decisions, and I already read, this book is incredible, but I just got done with this book, The Noticer, and then I'm going to read this one soon, The Noticer Returns. I mean, I know so many of you were like, I'm not a reader. You should become a reader. Even 1 page a day. Could you commit to 1 page a day? 1 page. We're going to do a book club. It's going to come with a Keto Mom water bottle. It's going to come with some ketones. I'm going to get on every single day. We're going to read together. I'm going to hold you accountable. It's going to be incredible. Okay, I know you have school in just a little bit. Right? Okay. Last thing I was going to say is a personal declaration. This comes from the summit, this one, and I'm just going to read part of it to you. It says, here's a personal declaration for you, knowing that all of those who arrive have to begin where they are today. Today, are you going to choose to start? I choose to begin right now. I choose to have a good mindset. I choose to not blame, shame, or justify anything that I've done in the past or anybody else, but today I'm going to decide I'm going to have the self-discipline and I'm going to have ownership of my life. Is today that day for you? At this moment, I will do something. This book, everybody in this book, they were searching to the key number one thing that would ultimately could change the world or change somebody's life. And they were saying wisdom or having mentors. They were going through all of these things. And at the end, it came down to one phrase. You have to do something. It was taking action. And the one thing is one day at a time. One step at a time, but you don't just sit back and wait. You take action, right? You have to take action. There's a phrase I'm thinking of and I'm going to read to you real quick. Okay. For too long, I have allowed fearful thoughts to dominate my life. Now I recognize that fear as a misuse of creative imagination that has been replaced inside of me. In the past, I have allowed fear to shove all of my hopes aside. No more. Fear no longer has any power to stop me from doing what I know to be right and true. I am no longer afraid and I am courageous. Right now, I will do something. What are you going to do today? Be thankful. You're going to walk into the office and say, I'm finally not going to have the donut. You're going to commit to drinking water. You're going to go for a walk around the block. You're going to make a better choice every day. And all that means is when you're put in a position of saying yes or no, what is your better choice, right? Before you choose a meal, before you, in any situation, take 5 seconds and go, what is my best option right now? And I'm talking about food because that's why most of you are here, right? We could talk about finances or relationships or marriage or parenting or homeschooling, all of those things. But right now, before you eat something, can you take enough discipline to say, what is my best choice right now? And I'm not going to read all of this to you, but all it revolves around is there's hardship, there's choices, there is power in your words. And right now you've got to do something. You're not going to sit back anymore and take all the information in. You're going to take action. And the last book that I'm reading is, you guys, I read a lot. And it's like page here, page there, at night, in the morning. It doesn't matter. Your Best Yes. And the only thing I'm going to say about this book is in any choice that you have to make, sometimes there's a good choice and there's a better choice. And sometimes you have to say no to somebody because your goal is I'm working on better and I can't put myself in that environment because I won't make the better choice. So I'm going to say no. Or I'm going to say yes, right? Here's what I want you to know. Your mindset is powerful. The choices that you make are powerful. The lack of choices that you make will ultimately determine where you go in the next month, 6 months, a year. You have to take control of your life and take action and make a choice. You have to do something. That's really what all of these books that are sitting on my table every single day, you have to do something. You have to. Or you do nothing and nothing changes. So I am here to help. Continue to tune into the page, ask questions, give yourself 5 seconds every single day before you put that food in your mouth, before you decide what's the best choice and say, am I hungry? Do I have a better option? I'm going to drink more water. Am I going to take the time for myself to start prepping, to start thinking, to start reading, to write some Post-it notes out, to post in the Mama House, to remind myself to choose better? I'm here to help. Reach out with any questions that you have. I hope you guys have an incredible day. Continue to look. We are going to put a book club together because if this is right, everything else is right. And I got some really cute water bottles in. So that's all I've got for you. I hope you have a great morning, and we'll talk to you soon.